Okay, where are you from originally?
I was born in Queens, and I grew up in Bridgeport, Connecticut, and Orlando, Florida. So I'm just from the East Coast, basically.
How did you first get into photography?
It's just a whole graphic design journey. I started doing small graphics and whatnot based on like video game sprites, and then that turned into mixtape covers. Then I got tired of using other people's things to make my own stuff, so I figured I'd just get the camera. But then I never ended up doing any of the old stuff with it, and I was just stuck to the photos themselves.
What inspires you creatively, past and present?
Well, past it was a lot of just video games, like specifically like the UIs and menus and stuff like that. Those would inspire me, and like comic book paneling when it's done well. It just, you know how it can kind of jump out the page even though it's still images. That was my whole idea about it. But now I kind of inspire myself basically, because when I get a thought, it turns into another thought, and then I can actually create it. I know how to do these things now, like, so it's within reach. Like I basically inspire myself. I don't mean to be that guy, but I don't really look at other people's things and say, oh, I should do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I look at way off mediums or think about life experiences, and that just turns into a whole nother idea that I base my work off of.
That's so cool. Like, what video games in specific? Like, were you like a 64 guy? Like
the biggest one,
GameCube?
probably Marvel vs. Capcom 2. That menu with all 56 characters on it and all of that, and just character sprites and all that shit was just like.
So like Super Smash Bros. Kind of? Like that? Like the character menu like that?
I'm big on Smash now, but I never used to play it as a kid, so.
Yeah.
Never really looked at it like that. I was like, oh, that cool Nintendo game with the fighting, but like, nah, Marvel 2 made me think about like menus and stuff. Like it gets deep. I can show examples later or something.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. How did you first start to break into the creative spaces that you are like currently in?
Just luck of the draw. You meet the right people, ironically, or you just become the right people. You know, you just put yourself out there, and good things will come if you're a good person. That's how I look at it. I ain't never asked for nothing that I had. I set out to do great work. That's my whole objective. Do great work, no matter where I'm at, who I'm with. Just do great work, and everything came to me. And that's it.
What kind of like skill set do you have to like be around like certain people, you know, like, and in their space, like so close in their space?
You gotta be respectful, man, and understanding of like something like photography, especially what I do. I can't say just all photography, because easily you can take pictures without other people, but people are the main subject of my photos, so I can't do my job without other people. If I don't know how to treat them correctly, then nothing works out. So even when I'm not doing my job, I just treat people correctly. Like, that's just how I look at it. You just treat people right, and then do what you do. I don't know how else to explain it, because that's what I would want. Like, you want to be around me, like, I don't know you from a brick in the wall. Let me just hope that you're respectful, because then I'll fuck with you to do something else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that's the real groundwork. Just be respectful.
What is one of the like the biggest takeaways that you have picked up from being around some of like the creative greats, like in their spaces?
I think all creatives can say like the best ideas can come to you within 1 second, and knowing how to get them down just somehow, like not fully completing it. Like I say the greats are always ready to do something. Whether someone has a photo idea, like I literally have sketched out photo ideas that I've had, or I've seen rappers do something and then they have to record it, and like some will be like, oh, that's hot, and not do nothing about it. No one recorded it. But some would just take out their phone and start recording in the voice notes, like, yo, I need to use this later in the studio. Some people are so tunnel vision on their craft that they really live and breathe it. Like, things, like basic interactions are just inspiration for something. Like, that's how some of the great shit I see.
Yeah, like having follow through with like ideas.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
Not just
like
ideas, but like
Yeah,
Yeah,
you just
cementing them and like following
seeing
through.
the inspiration happen and then it materializing. That's the best thing I've seen amongst the greats. Like that's my whole takeaway. Like I can't not let these good ideas materialize.
Yeah, I feel like that it was really cool because I looked back like through your Instagram and stuff, just at like all of the photos and everything, and it's so cool to see like a visual timeline of like history from like back in the day. How does it feel when you look back, or like to have been there for people when they were like really young, and then now see like their progression that they've had and like where they are today?
It's cool. Like it's expected though. Like it's a vibes thing, you know. You know who's. It's just you right place, right time type of thing, you know. And I can't really say much about it besides I'm proud of everybody who's done something good with what they have, you know.
Yeah, I feel like that everyone, it's like what you're saying, you kind of know, right? Like,
Yeah,
did you know, like, back in the day, you were
you
like,
know.
these people, like, have this ability and will be like that?
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
You know, there's no way around it. You can't act like you don't know.
Yeah.
It's an energy thing. We all got energy. It responds, even if people don't vocalize it or acknowledge it in a public manner. It's undeniable. Some people just got certain energy.
Yeah. What do you hope to accomplish, like, one day in the future? Like, what do you want to do? Like, do you want to get into, like, doing bigger films, or?
Yeah, like films specifically, I've been getting more into video lately. Definitely more books and just a stable living, man. Like I don't want much out of the world. I just want to provide quality work and be happy with what I do. Like I'll have no big lofty goals like that. Like just hold it down.
Yeah.
It's bigger than me.
I fuck with that.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for your time.
Thank you for your time.